Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending some more time with me today. So this Stitch With Me, it's a new start day, another new start. So this I think is number 6, potentially number 6, possibly number 6, I think so. And I am working on, well, today's pick is this beautiful piece. This is One to Rule Them All, and it's from Tilton Crafts. I have got some 25 count fabric, and I will be stitching this 1/1 full cross. Now I'm starting this one in a little different way to normal. The top left of this piece is literally a big patch of black, but I don't want to be stitching just a big patch of black on a Stitch With Me. So I am starting, this piece is 230 stitches deep, and I am going to be starting at line 44. So I'm about 44 stitches down here, which is where I've marked. This is stitch number 40, so I'm going to start sort of somewhere around here, and then the black I will sort of leave, and there's going to be a big patch of it across here, which I'm going to do all at once. So we're going to crack on. Some 1/1 full cross for this one. Okay, 3371 is the first colour. Very, very similar colour palette to my other Lord of the Rings piece. Black, browns, golds, rust, you know, burgundies, that sort of thing. So yeah, we are going to crack on and get this one started. I have, as ever, some wonderful comments to go through, and you may notice that my speech might sound a little different today, slightly lispy. That is because this week my dental work has started. 3, 4. Yeah, I might just sound a little odd for the next few weeks. So yeah, I had some teeth out earlier this week. I'm all good. I actually had more pain and discomfort from the injection sites than from the extraction sites, which is a little weird. But yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Obviously, having teeth out is no joke. But you know, ultimately, it is for the greater good, and I'll look better. I'll feel better. I'll certainly be more confident. So yeah. Okay. So this was a pick I did on my Flosstube this week. Lauren was able to pick for me because I filmed a little later than I normally would. I had this idea in my head that I could come home from the dentist and I could film a Flosstube. Well, that wasn't happening. I couldn't speak. Well, you know, I mean, I think I sound a little lispy now. I was even worse when I came home that day. So yeah, it wasn't happening. And I don't know why on earth I thought it was, but there we go. But yeah, Lauren picked this one, and I think there are, in fact I will check, I think there's about 11 left on the wheel now. Wheel of names. Yeah, there's 11 left, so this is number 6. It will be. Yeah, it'll be number 6 because I had 17. Blimey. Time flies when you're having fun. That's all I can say. So I am also getting, I should be collating a list for my, to finish one starts, because as I film this, it's Wednesday morning. And it's the 5th of February. And later today, on tonight's live stream, which as you're watching this, you will be able to catch on replay, She Sleeps is being worked to a finish. So barring fire, flood or other disaster, that video will be up on the channel now. So yeah. And once She Sleeps is finished, because pandemic is very close to a finish, I will be putting some work in on that. I've also got a model stitch due this week and some catching up to do on stitches that I've not got in. I haven't talked about this before, but last Friday my stepdad was unwell again, and we had pretty much had to spend the day with him. We called an ambulance. At one point he was showing the signs and symptoms of having had a stroke, but fortunately it was not. And I was absolutely, I was more than pleased that it wasn't as serious as that. It turned out to be an ear dysfunction, in an ear issue. He got some inflammation at the end of his ear canals, which was irritating and stretching the eardrum and caused him to have a balance problem. But we got him sorted, and we got him there. And Hannah has obviously stepped in and helped take care of Grandad as well, made sure he wasn't alone. And yeah, he's all good now. It's very difficult when family members get older and they become a little bit more reliant on you. But we just take it on as a family and as a group and get on with it, really. So yeah, as I said, I've got some comments to go through, which I will be starting on in a sec. Oh, I'm loving this already. I love all my pieces, though, you guys know that. So yeah, this week it's an exciting week. We're going to have a finish, a new start, and lots of bits and bobs going on between. I was at a retreat last weekend, which was rather nice. It was nice to have some downtime, spend some time with people who are like-minded. Cross stitching can be quite solitary, so to actually sit with a group of people in real life, as it were, is amazing. we do it kind of virtually on our live streams and things, but to actually sit in real life is super good. And you know, people get the opportunity to do a little shopping and, you know, make new friends, and you know, we have a laugh, and it was just so nice. I met up with some people who I knew from the Big Stitch, and also I met with one of my Facebook friends who I've been connected with for a number of years, but I've never actually had a chance to chat with her until this week, and you know, and it was just lovely. So let's start and have a look at a few of our comments. I left off on live stream Sunday, not Sunday, just gone, the one previously. And my next comment starts with Flosstube number 4, one where I had a bit of a stressy day. It seemed like on that day everything that could go wrong did go wrong. We had internet problems, Andy phoned them, you know when just everything all happens at once. It was one of those kind of days. And of course on that day we had a pick for a new start, which was Roseanne Bell's Coastal, which was last week's Chat It Stitch with me. So the first comment comes from Michelle L, and she says, I'm going to stand up and cheer when it lands on Pandora. It's my fave of your new starts. Yeah, I can understand that. Pandora was one of the early ones picked, I think, as well as a new start to go into the new start pile. So yeah, I think I'll be quite excited for Pandora too. Another Marta Dahlig piece. As I'm sure you guys know, with me doing Envy, I do love me Marta Dahlig. So yeah, I'm excited for all of them, you know. And the thing is, it's been so random when these new starts have been picked, because we've had some where I've had to cut fabric, and we've had some where I haven't had to cut fabric because it's been a kit. And we've had GeckoRouge, we've had Tilton, we've had Unconventional X Stitch, we just got Haid, and Paine Free Crafts. So we've had a nice variety. We haven't had any Heaven and Earth design ones yet, but I'm sure they're coming. I've only got a couple, I think, in the start list. Pandora and Cosmic Marbles, if I remember correctly. Oh, Hannah's in today. She's getting ready for work, so you'll probably hear her in a moment. I hear movement. Okay. So again, on that same Flosstube, Jodie Walker comes in and comments thus. Have I done something wrong there? No. Really enjoyed the visit, Nicola, and your haircut is really cute. Yep, always looks good, the first Flosstube after I've had it done. When I wash it, I don't straighten it, and my hair has a slight natural wave in it. So, yeah. Fingers crossed I can make tomorrow's stitch with me. I've really missed you guys, but January has been a bit crazy. Snowed in Texas, and then an 18-wheeler carrying poisonous content, excuse me, rolled and hazmat evacuated everybody out here in the woods because of poisonous gas fumes. Blimey, Jodie. Then yesterday was my all-day back doctor appointment, and that really wears me out. Today I finally got to stitch a little. Big hugs, my friend, and much love. Oh, thanks, Jodie. It sounds like you've been having a bit of a time of it there, and fingers crossed that things settle down soonest. Okay. And Natalia, who is Mermaid's Cove, leaves me some hearts. And then our lovely Kelly from Kelly's Quilts and Cruises comes in and says, "Hi Nicola, you and Anne, you two," let me start that again. "Hi Nicola and Andy, you two are a cute couple. Coastal looks like a pretty project. I look forward to seeing it." Thank you, Kelly. We think we're cute too. I mean, to be fair, you know, me and Andy, we get on very, very well. We have a real nice connection. Finish each other's sentences. We get on. You know, yes, we have our problematic, shall we say, moments. We fight like any other couple would, but generally it's all good. We don't take life too seriously. Then Leslie says, "Thanks for a great video. I'm sorry I missed your live again. Tell Hannah her nails are lovely. Your new start is coming along nicely. Hope to see you Wednesday. Take care." Thank you, Leslie. Hannah is rightly proud of her nails. She spends quite a lot of time picking a design for them, and she always goes into the salon with an idea. Unfortunately, I have a man down. It's the first time ever I've lost a nail since we've been going to this new salon, which is nearly 2 years now. But it'll be good. I'll be all good. We'll get it fixed. Not be this week though. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm having a fresh set, so I'm sure I can manage for a little while. But yeah, Hannah absolutely loves having her nails done. It's become a part of her character, her identity, and she, as I said, she spends time thinking about what she wants to have done, searching the internet for pictures, and then goes in with their idea. And the nail salon that we use, they always come through. Just grab a quick drink. Oh. Oh dear. And then Jane says, "Envy is stunning even before it's finished. So looking forward to She Sleeps as an FO and then an FFO." And hi, Andy. Hi, Hannah.
I'm still deaf.
You're still deaf?
Can't hear out like this.
Might have to get Doctor to look in it tomorrow then.
Gonna have to. Don't know if I've pushed back too far down or something.
I don't know. Well, like I said, we'll have the doctor have a look.
I've tried also to put
Hannah,
what?
we'll have the doctor have a look. Okay. I've sent Lauren that, so she should be okay now. Oh. Patricia Pillin says, "Nicola, enjoy your retreat and stay relaxed. Stressing doesn't add anything but trouble to our lives." That is very true, Patricia, and I did indeed have a very relaxing time. I thoroughly enjoyed my getaway, and and the time with the girls was lovely. And, you know, in a hotel, and, you know, we had a nice, menu was great. You know, we had lunches, a cooked hot lunch both days, and there were cakes and treats and coffee and all the rest of it. And I wasn't great, but I was good, if that makes sense. Considering I have £3 to go to my weight loss goal, I am not going nuts. But, you know, I'm not depriving myself of a treat when everybody around me is stuck in them. I mean, why would you? So, yeah. Karen leaves me some hearts. Thank you very much, Karen. And then Peggy, who's 721 Irish. Our lovely Peggy says, "Hi Nicola, Envy is really beautiful. I like Van Gogh's artwork. I have his sunflowers in my whips. My friend loved it when he was alive. He passed and I put it down. We would FaceTime and he would watch. So it's hard to get back into it, but I know I'll finish it and hang it in his memory." Yeah, that is something definite that you should do there, Peggy. Get it to a finish, hang it in his memory, and then I'm sure your friend lives in your heart anyway. But yeah, having it will be important, won't it? Sorry, just got slightly distracted there because an email came in. Lauren is going away with school next week, so I'm getting pretty constant emails at the moment. This form and that form, and do this and do that. She's going to Paris with a school arts trip. We've been looking forward to it all year, haven't we? What do you think, Hannah? Lauren's been looking forward to Paris all year.
Oh, yeah.
Victoria Howarth on my Flosstube says, short maybe, but very sweet. You're making some great progress. Thank you, Nicola. You're very welcome. I have a bit of I know lots of people say you don't have to do this every week and all the rest of it, but I have a bit of a dogged determination, and I have it in my mind that, you know, something's to be done. It's rare that I will miss a floss tube. Okay. Monique says, I was curious, do you put the big frame with the bookshelf in your Lowry? No, I don't. The bookshelf frame is too heavy for the Lowry, but I've got an arrangement where I sit on a sofa with an arm at the side of me on my right, and then I have a table that I sit my computer on, and the edge of the frame rests against that, so I can continue. I can stitch, you know, like that, and move the frame easily. I could use my Lowry, and I have done in the past, but I would still have to have the frame for leaning as well, so I may as well just allow it to lean. But no, I think it would be, because of the length of it, it's too much for the Lowry. I would need the stability piece, I think it is, like, you know, like an extra, like an extender thing. But I don't have that, so I managed just fine without. Great update as always, Nicola, says Sandy. Thank you for your caring thoughts. Sandy and one or two of my other subscribers have been not 100%, shall we say, in one way or another. I'm loving the way your new starts are going. Your scissors look amazing. Yep, they certainly are. Loving the haircut too. Thanks for sharing. Take care and happy stitching. Thank you, Sandy. Then she comments on Stitch With Me Van Gogh Never Met video, the new start video, and says, I enjoyed stitching with you this morning. I only managed 134 stitches, but I'm getting there. Yeah. For those of you that are unaware, this lady had a fall and damaged a shoulder and a knee, and getting back into stitching is now coming for her, which I'm super happy for her. And it's great that, you know, you're kind of building it up, Sandy, and you know you'll be back there full speeding soon. I'm truly pleased that you had a great birthday and got spelled, as we all know it's deserved. I love hearing the positive comments from everyone too. Thanks for start that again. Thanks for sharing, Nicola. See you tonight. Take care and happy stitching. Thank you very much, Sandy. It's always lovely to read your comments. Okay. Great progress, says Nina Hobbysite. That is some beautiful scissors. Happy stitching. Yeah, they certainly are. They will become my pride and joy. Those scissors are absolutely fabulous. I daren't take them to the retreat with me. I didn't want to lose them, so I didn't. But no, I'm truly in awe. I love those scissors. Yeah, even the girls were like, wow, they're so pretty. I'm like, yeah, Lauren, stay away from them with the nail glue. Lauren, my scissors and nail glue is not a happy combination. And Karen Ennis on a live stream says, hi, I'm catching up with you. Everyone in my house has a bad cold. Oh dear. There is definitely something going around. Lots of people have had, you know, cold or flu type symptoms and have been unwell. There's definitely something in the air. It's not good. Hannah's had to be tooting her nose quite a lot, haven't you? You've had to blow your nose a lot just lately. And Enid, our lovely Enid, has gone right back to Flosstube #1 of mine and is starting from the beginning. Oof, blimey. My Flosstubes when I was hiding up in my bedroom, out the way. Because, you know, one thing that a lot of people don't realise is that just until you get used to it, just talking to a camera, you feel a bit daft. It's just like you're talking to thin air. But yeah, I think I'm definitely used to it now. But yeah, Enid went off and started from the beginning. It seems like a long time ago. Coffee and Cross Stitch Nicola, can't forget your name. The two things that I live by too, coffee and cross stitch, definitely. Great progress, she says. I love coastal. I don't have any GeckoRouge kits yet, but I am now tempted to get my first. Yep. I love having the GeckoRouge kits because everything you need is there. And you know, and I do enjoy them. And then Enid pops up on my very old video again, where I did Stitch With Me with Pandemic, and she says, I like the colour you're stitching with too. So Pandemic has just 2 colours, 310 for flora and fauna. Anything that lives and breathes gets the 310 treatment. So flowers, plants, butterfly, well, is it flowers? No, not flowers. Animals, birds, insects and people gets the 310 treatment, and then everything else is number 1. I want to say 154. I'm pretty sure it's 154. It's been a while. And then Enid waves at me on my last bizarre bookshelf, Stitch With Me. You okay, chicken?
Apart from being deaf.
What? And Mona puts some heart emojis there. Thank you, Mona. Yeah, all good. And then again on my Colin Thompson, Kelly from Kelly's Quilts and Cruises says, this project is coming along nicely. I mostly left it playing whilst I was doing paperwork for clients, but popped in to see your progress. Yeah, it was really nice. I got a little palette appear on it, and some, as I looked at it on my Flosstube this week, I could see some words appearing in one of the books as well, although I can't read them. And then Karen Ennis, bless her, has a respiratory infection, so no stitching, but she did still watch my video. Thank you, Karen, and I do hope that you're feeling better soon. And then Enid is still carrying on watching some of the early stuff. And she's up to Flosstube 4 on this comment and says, thanks for keeping me company while I stitch. No problem at all, Enid. No problem. I'll keep anybody company me. I'm not fussy. Doesn't matter who you are. If you are a stitchy girl or guy and you want some stitchy company, I'm there. Trisha, aka Trish, aka Mexi Maynard. 30th of the first 25. Wow, I just watched you play Thread Chicken with the black floss. You go, girl. Not trying to disrespect, even amazes when I can do it myself. Anyway, I love your progression on all your projects. It gives me determination to try and get the lead out and get some of my whips done. Continued blessed stitching and love, Trish. Thank you, Trish. Yeah, I play thread chicken quite a lot. I on my full coverage, full cross projects, I try and be as conservative as I can, because my tent stitch project, which is the night cafe, it doesn't lend itself to being conservative with threads because of the way I finish them, and yeah, you know, so I do try and conserve where I can, if you get my meaning. Bless her, I can hear Hannah tooting her nose up there again. Carla leaves me some hearts on my Colin Thompson, and then over to my Stitch With Me with Coastal. So my last week's new start. Kelly, Kelly's Quilts and Cruises, says, such lovely, vibrant blues, looking good so far. Yep. I have a real love of the sea. I have a real love of flowing water. So rivers, lakes, the sea, I don't mind any one of them. I would happily sit next to them all day and stitch. Water, just the sound of water makes me happy. I know it might sound odd, but you know, it's just one of those things. I love the sound of running water. If it's a tap, though, I'm not that bothered. But no, the sound of natural water, so rivers, lakes, the sea, waterfalls, water features, fountains, that kind of thing. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. Yep, so that kit appealed to me because of the water theme. Andy bought it for my birthday last year, I think. Our lovely Joyce, Ditchy Dutchy, says, I also want to finish Pandemic this year for the most silly reason. I think the year 2020, start that again. I think the year 2025 will look nicer on it than 2026. It doesn't really make sense, but it doesn't have to. Absolutely, Joyce. It doesn't have to make sense. If it has to make you happy. And if the year 2025 is going to look better for you and it's going to make you happier, go for it. Mine will have 2020 because of the year of the pandemic rather than the year of finishing it for me. But, you know, hey, if 2025 is going to do it, great. But yeah, pandemic will be the next on my finish list. 12,000 stitches to go. It's not all that big. Then Daphne Chamberlain says, thank you for the stitch with me. It was great company as I stitched in the hotel room. I know Daphne is travelling at the moment, she sent me a lovely message on Facebook. So I hope everything is okay for you now, Daphne, and I hope things have settled back down to normality, as it were. We all go through these times where it can be a little tough. Yeah, I just do hope that for all of my stitchy friends that things become nice and settled. We can focus more on the craft that we love. Okay. It's going to be very weird after today not having She Sleeps in my hands. Let me just grab another drink. Enid sends me a big smile. And then on Coastal, Stitch with me, Sharon Fennell. Great idea to get your pandemic finished. Good luck with your dental work. Sending Hannah a big hug. Hope you get things sorted for her. Loving the new start. I think this is my favourite one so far. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, I'm sure Hannah will be absolutely fine. She's got a mama with her. I will make sure of it. And I am every bit her advocate. And I'll definitely be, fighting her corner and supporting her, howsoever that may be. But I pass on all of your comments. Whenever anybody makes any comments that relate to the girls, I do pass them on to the girls, and they love it. They love to hear what you guys say, because, as I said before, my Flosstube isn't just me, it's my family. And the girls like to get involved in their own way. Of course, we all know about Andy. But yeah, the girls like to get involved in their own way. And yeah, I often say to them, oh, you've been mentioned in a comment, and this is what this person has said. And I do think that they quite enjoy that. She's suffering now at the moment with a blocked ear. She can't hear anything. Susan Cassidy says, good luck with the dentist. I too was deathly afraid of the work. They gave me the twilight drug and I don't remember what was done or how it felt. I do know I had extractions done and crowns put on. So happy to have had it done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I will be happy once it's complete as well. I also did something when I went there. I made sure that I'd paid my entire bill for the treatment, because I was not going to start this and then stop. So now it's bought and paid for. It's really, I suppose, it's the impetus for me to keep these abreast of these appointments and carry on going. Yeah, I just want to look and feel better, and I'm pretty sure that I will. I've spoken to quite a few people who've had significant dental work done, and they've all said the same thing. You may have some discomfort, but by the end of it, it will be so worth it. And that is really what I'm clinging on to. I don't like the dentist. I don't think anybody likes the dentist. My dentist is, he is a very gentle soul. He really is fantastic. But of course I don't like it. It would be so much simpler if, you know, we didn't have to do, you know, the dental thing. But and I have to say that after the first extractions, I had the best night's sleep I've had in months. I'm not being particularly bothered by any pain, although what I have had from one of my teeth was some discomfort. And I know it's going to sound very strange, but sometimes at night the tooth shifted its place in the gum, and it woke me up. So as a result, I had patchy night's sleep, and that was the first tooth that came out. And honestly, I had the best night's sleep. And like I said, no pain from the extractions, a little bit from where the injections were administered, but that's now gone. So onwards and upwards. One thing though that I am having to learn to do is to speak a little bit more slowly and clearly. I'm a fast speaker, but with having teeth out and I'm not able to wear my, I had a partial denture, which I'm now no longer able to wear. With that, I have to sort of teach myself how to speak again. As weird as that sounds. I will get there. Done about 50 shades of blue. This one's 50 shades of brown. Okay. There's 2 shades of brown in there. Okay. On my how I start and end my threads video, this lady, Mom's Phone says, just make sure I've got this in the right place. Yeah. Thanks so much. I'm with you. I don't like using a hoop because of the having to flip over and back constantly. Now I know the secret. I can try using my hoops again. So yeah, so that was on my start and end my threads, which I don't do because I don't flip my hoop because I'm thoroughly lazy. And you know, I developed my own method of starting and ending my threads that I don't have to flip my hoop. So yeah. I don't think I have as many comments today, so Rivers Love. I love watching you stitch. I'm binging all your videos and getting a lot of stitching done myself. And Hannah is just adorable. Hi, Hannah. Thank you, River, or Rivers Love. wonderful to have you along, and I hope you enjoy the content. Something on this channel for everyone. I try and cater to all tastes of stitch with me, and I obviously do my floss tubes and my whip parades, and I try to keep them a reasonable length. I know that some people enjoy a long whip parade, but I'll be honest with you, I don't. I prefer them to be short, sweet, punchy to the point. This is what I've done, and this is what it looks like then. This is what it looks like now. That's my style. So yeah. But yeah, I try and keep it so there's something for everyone. We can all. I mean, I know that not everybody watches every video, which is absolutely fine. But you know, there's something on this channel for us all. I'm pretty sure. And then she comments on my Sunday stream where I was talking about. I'm assuming it's a she. I'm really sorry if I've got that wrong. I was talking about, you know, how my diet journey has been a little tough because some people can go out and have, you know, a drink and a takeaway and, you know, all the rest of it, and seemingly eat what they want and still lose, you know, 3 pounds. And here I am on oranges and dust. And Rivers Love comments, oranges and dust, I love it. That made me laugh. Made me laugh out loud. And you're not stupid, you're a determined warrior. Yep. I have been very determined in this journey because I am changing my life for the better. Change my look, change my confidence, change my outlook. You know, as I come into my 50s, you know, I think I'm in a better place than I've been for a long time. It's been a hard road to get here. I have, the last sort of 20 years haven't been the easiest ride. Bringing up my children, a divorce, a remarriage, which was an absolute blessing. But it's not been the easiest ride. Now it's time for me. And that's really what I am focusing on. Turn the brightness up. Can you see those different colours? I think you can, can't you? Yeah, you can see the different browns. I have dozens of names like that for my children, she says, or Rivers Love says. We were talking about pet names. And she said, Rivers Love, I'm trying to be neutral because I don't know if it's a lady or a chap. I just can't see enough of the picture to know. Hi, Hannah. Very nice.
I'm getting close. I can hear it cracking.
Good.
It keeps blowing.
Well, it might have resolved itself then by later. I have dozens of names like that for my children, all spoken affectionately. Moonface, Chicken Fry, Babyhead, Sugar Sugar, Fatso, which cracks her up because she's quite the opposite, and Lovebug, etc. Yeah, it's very... I love having sort of pet names, you know, for the girls. Chicken, Chuck. Lauren is also known as Beans. Hannah is a banana at times.
I'm a what?
Banana. Andy has a pet name. We call him Doodles. And Doodles, Noodles the third. Quite where that's come from, none of us know. Step Ladder is another one that Andy has, isn't it?
That was me.
Yeah. And
that was by mistake.
For me, I'm Mama or Mama Bear. And like I said, my childhood nickname was... Pardon?
Oh, Mum.
Yeah. We're talking about nicknames here, sweetheart.
Yeah. Mama's nickname.
My childhood nickname was Min. As in Minnie the Minx from the Beano. I loved the Beano as a kid.
Really, I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. And it wasn't that so long back that your Uncle John stopped calling me Min, you know. I'm pretty sure he still does refer to me as Armin.
No, I said our Nick.
How does he?
Or our Nicky.
Yeah, I get Nick a lot as well. Work tend to call me Nick. So yeah. Are you all ready then, chick?
Pretty much.
And time you're home?
Be free today, probably.
Is that you finished at 3 or you'll be...
Finish at 3, but I could do with going and getting some liquid licks for the cat and then some cotton buds.
Okay. You're going to do nips at Little Asda?
No, this one bargain.
Oh, home bargains, okay.
Well, that's going to cost me a fortune, especially with liquid licks.
No problem. So yeah, that's the end of the comments for today. So we still have about half an hour of stitchy time.
Yeah, well, I go to work.
And Hannah's going to go to work.
We can pop if you want. I'll try and stitch for you. You can go do my work.
No, thank you. I have my own work to do in a little while. But if you do want to swap a new stitch, you can then go and do my job.
Yeah, but then I'm going to do my job.
Yeah, but if we swap, that means that you get to stitch and then you've got to do my job for 8 hours, not 5 or 6 or whatever it is you do.
Too much hard work, that.
You acknowledge that I work hard then?
Possibly. Just need to go and fetch some upstairs and then I'm leaving.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I don't think Hannah would want to do my job. My job is a little bit more involved than cleaning. Not that I am minimising her job in any way, shape or form, because it's very important. Right, so I'll see you about 3:30.
Say that again?
I'll see you about 3:30.
Yeah.
All right.
Love you. See you later.
Love you, chicken. See you later. Have a good day.
I'll get it.
You'll do better than Gogh. Bless her. So those of you that didn't see my Flosstube yet, I'll just give you an update as well on my weight loss journey. I know I mentioned it briefly earlier. When I got weighed this week, I'd lost 3 pounds, which I was astonished, to say the least. Not that because I'd been bad, because I hadn't done anything different then all of a sudden, boom, £3 gone. I was like, wow, I can't believe that. How did that happen? So I got my 7.5 stone award, and I also got the biggest loser award. Or the greatest loser award, should I say, because I've now lost 7 stone 7.5 pounds. So I am super happy with that. I think it's £105, £105.5, I think I've lost. Tomorrow morning, as Hannah and I go to the GP, we'll be having a nice walk. So we'll get a little bit more exercise in, and I'll get weighed tomorrow. Every little helps. Our appointment's at 8:20 in the morning, so we'll be leaving here. It's about an hour's walk. We'll be leaving here about 7:10, just to give us a little bit of wiggle room. She reckons it'll be cold, but once you start walking, stepping it out, you soon warm up. So yeah, I get weighed tomorrow. And do you know what, this week, if I haven't lost another ounce, but I'm staying the same, I will be more than happy. If I have lost, I'll be ecstatic. But, you know, I think at this stage, with the £3 left, it's going to take some time. And I absolutely accept that, you know, the weight at this stage is not going to fall off. Because it's not. Not like it did at the very beginning. I mean, at this time last year, I was like 4.5 stone lost. So it's taken me a year to lose 3 stone. But, you know, I'm not... but this year I've been away. I've had treat days. I've had birthdays. I've had Christmas and New Year. You know, so there's been... Life still happens, you know, even though, you know, I've been wanting to get to my weight loss goal. Life still happens. And it's just acknowledging those moments and not letting them affect the overall progress. Because it's very easy to say, oh, well, I've eaten half a bar of chocolate, I might as well have the other bar. But, you know, Andy and the girls will tell you now, I'm one of those persons that if I do fancy a treat, I'll have a bite or two and then I'll hand it off or put it away or throw it in the bin or whatever. Because once I've had that bite or two, I'm satisfied. And I think that's the key, isn't it? Finding your satisfaction level. Because I could still probably, I could still probably sit and eat huge quantities of food. I could, you know, because it's almost like I don't have an off switch. But I can eat. I'm now learning to eat for that satisfaction and not overdoing it, which I think is the harder habit to learn. Like our friend Dr. Now says, it's about the eating habit and changing the eating habit. What changes have you made in your eating habit? Well, I've made huge changes. I don't drink calories anymore. I used to drink lots of things like latte and stuff, which were full of calories. So I don't drink my calories anymore. I have sugar-free squash, or I have standard coffee. I don't often have things like latte. I plan ahead. So I plan what I'm going to eat. Like today I have it in my mind, I'm going to have my fruit and yoghurt for my breakfast. I made some soup yesterday, so that will provide me with lunch. And I might even go for it for tea as well, because it's a really, really nice vegetable soup that I made. It's nice and filling and warming enough. I could put some noodles in it and have a vegetable noodle soup, but I don't have to do that, you know. Do I really need the extra food in it? No, it's filling as it is, so it stays as it is. And for treats today, I've got a Freddo planned for later this evening, and I've got some barbecue crisps, or like an onion ring, like a corn snack. And I shall have those as well, and those will be my treats. Yeah, obviously I've got to be careful what I'm eating because of the teeth. Nothing sharp or hard. And I know you're saying, oh, you've just mentioned about crisps. Well, yeah, but those, I don't have to crunch them. They will melt. They melt in the mouth. But yeah, I got some vegetables, 2 kilograms from the supermarket the other day. It cost me the grand total of £1.12. So then, in a pan of water with some chicken stock, has made a real nice big bowl, big pan of soup. And I'm pretty sure that Andy's going to dibble in it as well, because he likes homemade soup. And if I don't know what it's like outside, but if he comes home and it's chilly, he will be very thankful for it. So the soup vegetables I've got, it's got carrots, onions, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, ordinary potatoes and tomatoes in it. And then once it's all boiled and all the vegetables are soft, blend it down, and it's still quite chunky. Oh, it's got some kale in it, I think, as well. It's still quite chunky, but that's okay. Chunky means gives your stomach something to work on, because digesting chunks is far longer lasting than digesting liquid. Liquid goes through quite quickly, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, I'm getting ready for spending a penny. And then I've got work this morning. It's been a bit bonkers at work the last couple of days. I'm hoping it's settling down a bit now. These things are sent to try us though, I suppose. If we didn't have work, I'd stitch all day. That's one thing I used to quite enjoy about being a stay-at-home mum in those 12 years that I wasn't working. once the girls were in school or in bed, it meant I could have my stitchy time, my me time. But to be fair, I still get it now. It's just that work gets in the way of it. I can't pick it up when I want anymore. I've got to, you know, I can only do it at certain prescribed points of the day. And it's quite funny in a way because I actually plan my, well, I say plan, I think about my work day and I'm like, well, I start at 9, my lunch is at 2, that's 5 hours before I can stitch. That's, 300 minutes. I'm a bit like that. How quickly can I get through these 5 hours? What can I get done at work? Really feel deserving of my stitchy time. And then, at lunch, I'm like, right, okay, let's crack on, get this hour, an hour lunch, hour of stitching. And how much can I get done? How many can I make it up to X amount of stitches by the time I go back? And then when I go back, okay, 2 hours left, that's 120 minutes before I get to sit and stitch again. Once I've had my tea, of course. Well, that was silly. Well, I think we're all like that, aren't we? We all, oh, why is that not going across? How can I maximise my stitchy time? I tend to, my days are planned very much so. And like today, stitching on this for this stitch with me, then I'll swap it over before she sleeps because I've got 900 stitches left. And I want to get it down to about 400 by the time my stream starts tonight, or less if I can. And then, so I know that I'm going to do X amount of stitches now, X amount of stitches on she sleeps at lunch. And then how much time have I got between the end of work and my stream starting? I need to have a quick bath as well. So, will I fit in the bath? Yes, I will, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's just all time managing, isn't it? More than anything. And sometimes I'll sit here and I'll be on my phone and Andy will say, aren't you stitching? And I'll be, yeah, in a minute. Oh, good, because you look weird without stitching in your hands. Even Andy's like, I need to have that stitching in my hands. He's my biggest cheerleader, my biggest encouragement. He really is. I see him sometimes because he sits to that side of me. There's a desk at that side. But as I'm sitting facing into the house, he's sitting so he can look out the window. And I know that when I get up and I move my Lowry out of the way so I can get up, he very often has a look over and he has a look at the progress that I've made and he's like, ooh. Andy wouldn't care if I had a million projects on the go. He really wouldn't, because he knows that stitching makes me happy. And, for me, stitching has helped keep my sanity. As I said earlier, it's not been the easiest ride, the last sort of 20 years or so. It's been quite difficult in a lot of ways. And this is, stitching is essentially saving me. What have I done there? Hold a second. 2 stitches I'd not marked off, which has then just thrown me a little bit. But we're all good. Oh, I can hear music outside. Sounds like somebody's car radio's on. Thankfully, at this moment in time, we have peace and quiet from next door. I get it. You know, the children are toddlers and they will make a noise, but oh my goodness. Sometimes the screams, the terrible screams. I do not miss the toddler tantrum days from mine, but I don't remember my girls ever, you know, screaming with such vocalness as the next door's children's do. And, you know, the parents sort of just seem to let them get on with it, which doesn't sit well with me. Because if that was my girls and they were literally screaming in that manner, they would be at, hey, that's enough, you know, kind of stop it. Don't need to scream like that, you know. But there just doesn't seem to be any of that from next door, which is, everybody parents differently, I get that. But, you know, but then in the next thing you're hearing quite a lot of shouting from the parents next door. It's odd. I suppose though, if the children weren't crying or screaming or whatever, they weren't making a noise, then I'd have something to worry about, wouldn't I? Maybe I should just mind my business. But that's the thing with being a mum. My mum door flaps. Right, what are we doing next on this one? Let's do some of this colour. They're all murky dark browns. Yeah, we're going to have to go back to the 938, I think. Come on. There we go. Doing quite well on this already, almost 350 stitches in, so this will be a 400 stitch session for sure, I reckon, because I reckon in 10 minutes I can put in 50. Might even get more. But the second it hits an hour and 30, I'm stopping this video because I'm definitely ready for a wee. perils of drinking a fair amount. I drink coffee and squash in the morning, and Andy makes me a cup of coffee and a squash when I come down. This morning I came down at just after 6, and then before he leaves for work at 7, he fills them up. So I have another coffee and another squash. And before I started doing the stitch with me, I didn't need the loo, not one little bit, nothing. Now, yeah, my legs are crossed. It's a good job I have a strong bladder. As long as I don't cough or sneeze, I'll be fine. So I've got my next dental on Tuesday. So I'll film my Flosstube on Monday, next dental on Tuesday. I've got a model stitch this week, so I'm going to be putting in some work on that, and I will be counting those stitches towards my annual total. I reached the 10% mark on my annual total according to Stitch Pal, just shy of 50,000 stitches so far this year. I think, if I remember correctly, something like 49,100 as of the 5th of Feb, so that's not bad. Stitching's a bit like an Olympic sport for me. If there were a gold medal, I think I'd be there. If not at the gold medal, I'd definitely be on the podium. Yeah, I do love my stitching. I'm pretty sure that it shows. I'm going to be up to now. 5 more minutes, then I'll be running to the loo. And it must go before, even if I don't feel like I need to go, it must go and just make sure. I think it'll be my future mantra to myself before you sit down and turn the camera on. Yeah, don't debate it, just go. Go and have a wee. My lips are dry, but I don't drink anymore because I don't want to spring a leak. Oh, shut up about it now. Funny though. Okay. Almost there. It's quite a nice little start on this one. It'd be nice to leave that big patch of black because I can just fill that in, you know, essentially without thinking about it, in due course. Create a nice, you know, bit of block stitching for me. Where have I got to now? Well, that's my 400. I've got a few bonus stitches. And still a couple more minutes of stitching to go. So I will start with my round off, I think. So I want to say again, thank you everybody for watching my videos. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and all of that good stuff. All of my pattern details are below in the description box, as is the link to Simply Stitcher Facebook page, and my things like my Buy Me a Coffee link is also in there as well. And 3 videos will be coming up on your screen in a moment. If you've not seen those, please do go take a few minutes to have a look. And for my schedule as ever, Flosstubes on Tuesdays, Stitch with Me's on Thursdays and Saturdays, live streams on Wednesdays and Sundays at 7:30 p.m. UK time, and currently on the live streams on Sunday stream I will work on wherever the new start is that week, and on my Wednesday stream it will be I will work on my focus for a finish. So if you can join me for any of those videos, it would be much appreciated. So I'm just going to have a final mark off, let you know how many I've done. I think it's about 415. Let's just take a peek. Yeah, 415 stitches done. Several shades of brown, but obviously this bit up here is all going to be black, and you know that would have been very boring. So thanks very much again, guys. I'm going to run. Take care. Happy stitching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.